Hi everyone, welcome to the vlog. I should have filmed when I went out, but I didn't. I just took a little walk to the bank. It's finally not rainy and miserable. It's sunny and gorgeous and like kind of breezy. It was awesome. And then I went to Skylight Books and the Annex, which is like the little mini version of Skylight Books, where they mostly have like more art stuff, photography books, zines, magazines, stuff like that. But I went because I had to pick up a gift for somebody. But of course, I wanted to get something for myself because ever since I read my Year of Rest and Relaxation, I'm like, I need a good book right now. And I started one on like the ebook thing and I just wasn't into it. So I picked up Telephone by Percival Everett. This would be my fourth. I mean, if I finish this book, it'll be my third because I started, that wasn't necessary. I started, what's it called? I'm Not Sidney Poitier. I think that's the name of it. I started that, but I didn't finish it. But this one looks really good. It kind of looks like a mystery / like lit fic, family drama kind of situation, Telephone. So I'm excited. And I just really needed to like get into a book, and I trust enough with his writing that I can like really dip into this and have a good time. So I have that. And then today is Saturday. I really just need to like do a bit of a reset because yesterday I did a double. Well, it wasn't the longest double I've ever done, but it was the longest from start to finish. So I started work at 9:30, and then I had 5 hours in between shifts, and then I started again at 6. And essentially, I wasn't gonna drive home because I live pretty far from work. So I had to kill 5 hours, which is fine. I've done that before plenty of times. I went to the mall, I went to the library. I'm obsessed with the Beverly Hills Public Library now. I'm gonna do some research into that because apparently there was a different library that they had and they like tore it down and built this one in like the 80s or something. I don't know. I'm like super into it right now. It was so pretty though. I was like, when I was researching the old library, they're like, the new library is so ugly. Like, no, it's not. It's not ugly. It's actually beautiful. But anyways, all that to say, I was gone all day yesterday, and just like, I feel like anytime I'm gone all day, things just like pile up, like responsibilities and stuff. And so there are dishes in the sink. The bed is unmade. And yeah, I just need to do some like housekeeping today. And then also like, I didn't write yesterday. I brought all my writing materials with me, but I just was not like feeling it. I read On Respect, I think, by Joan Didion. And I think it's like the best thing I've ever read from her. It's funny because I posted a video like half a year ago with a very similar concept, just like I can't speak or write like Joan Didion, so obviously my video is like not very eloquent, I guess. Eloquent? Is that even the word? Whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely like, I will maybe link it in this, but you can find it. Just type up Joan Didion on Respect, I think. I printed it out because, like, my new thing is printing things out and, like, having them forever. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Okay, welcome back to the vlog. I'm, like, sick, but I don't know. I feel fine right now. It's that kind of sick where you're only sick for a couple hours a day, and then you feel normal for the rest of the day, which, knock on wood, it's not so bad, you know? Like, it's manageable. I have to go to work today because I did not have time to find a replacement. So I'm just, like, praying that I feel fine at work. Last time I was sick, I had to go to work, and it was, like, at the beginning of a cold or something. And, like, halfway through, I was like, okay, no, like, I can't breathe. It was really bad, and I just don't want that to happen again. I think today will be, like, a relatively easy shift, but I don't know. Anyways, so I'm kind of just killing time. I'm watching CSI because I've been watching it, like, nonstop. Yesterday, all I did was, well, I went to therapy, and then I laid in bed and watched CSI. But anyways, what was I gonna say? I started printing out my pages for my novel. I have, if I count the pages I have, like, printed or written with the ones that I have on my computer that I haven't printed, it's 141. That does include pages that are kind of more like character bios and, like, things like that and notes. But then I have another section that's just notes, and I have not counted that. So I'm just going to say it's at 141 right now for, like, the roughest draft. And I feel pretty good about that. I'm going to, like, print them out slowly. I think that that's, like, a better plan for me, and kind of, like, go over what I have within the pages I'm printing and then print more instead of just printing, like, all 60 plus pages at once. I think that's the move. And I don't know, I was talking to my therapist about this yesterday. Like, I'm at a place in this writing journey, I guess, if you will, that I've never reached ever before. And it's like part of the process that's a lot more, like, clerical. And it's not that it's not creative at all, because obviously once I print the pages out, I'm going to have to go back in and really write, and actually this will be, like, the most creative part once I start rewriting and, like, putting everything together in a way that looks good. But this part of, like, printing out the pages, going through them, putting them in order, unfortunately, I was not thinking, and I accidentally put all my handwritten pages are now completely out of order. So I have to go through that and, like, put those in order. And then when I type out or print out all the pages, like, put those in an order. It's like, just I'm using a different part of my brain or something. Like, it's a different thing I've never experienced because I've never gotten this far into something. And I spoke a little bit about how it's kind of like I have to convince myself that it's worth it, or that it is a real thing that I'm doing, or, like, to take it seriously, because, and this is something I had to get over when I started writing, like, if I don't take it seriously, if I don't take myself seriously, then what's the point in doing? Like, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna find, like, oh, there's no real point in doing it, you know what I mean? And, like, so now this is another step of, like, okay, what's the point of printing out these pages? Well, the point is like, I'm taking this seriously, you know? Kind of, like, goes back to the Joan Didion thing I read the other day on self-respect. yeah, I don't know. So I'm dealing with that. I'm doing that right now. But yeah, I'm supposed to go see my friend play with her new band on Thursday. And I'm just like hoping that I'm not sick, because I feel bad because I told her I could go and then I figured out I couldn't go because of work, and then that shift got canceled. So then I was like, okay, I can go. And now I'm like, I actually can't go. Like, I don't want to be that person. I don't like being flaky. I've been flaky in the past and it's something I'm working on. I want to show up for my friends. I want to be someone who, like, you can rely on, that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But obviously, if I'm sick, I'm not going to go out, So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I didn't wash my hair. I really need to, but I don't want to have wet hair and be outside today because that would just be really bad. So I'm going to wash it tomorrow when I'll be home all day and don't have to worry about it. I'm also waiting on a package because I bought more perfume the other day. I'll show you guys later. But yeah. All right, it's the next day. And let me put you guys down somewhere. Oh, this is fine. Okay, so yesterday I worked and I had to be outside. I didn't even have to be outside. One of our managers asked us who will go outside, and I volunteered, which is so stupid. As soon as I was outside, I was like, oh no, like, I can't be outside right now. I'm sick. So I do feel kind of worse than I did yesterday. But we're nipping that in the bud, okay? I have a lot of things here to shorten colds. But before work, I went to the Beverly Hills Library and I got my card. It's a really cute little card. And then I walked around a little bit, explored, and picked up this, an Arsonist Guide to Writers' Homes in New England by Brock Clark. This is a really fun novel. I've never heard of it. I have no idea when it was released. I have no idea of anything about this author, which is the fun part of like going to the library and just checking out a random book. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It looks way bigger than it is. It's only like 300 pages, but for some reason it looks like one of those really big books. So reading that. And then I told you guys I would tell you what I got yesterday. I got, I think it's pronounced like Te Noir, but I'm just gonna say The Noir 29. This, I sprayed it on myself yesterday around like 2:30, and I could smell myself until I got home from work around like 10:30. Super long lasting. I think I sprayed myself like 4 or 5 times, like just, it works so much better. Like, it lasts so much longer than the Matcha 29. This is the Matcha 29. This one does not last very long. Honestly, I love the scent, but it's just not very long lasting. The Noir one, I really like. I'm happy I got that one because, I don't know. I've only smelled it one time before buying it, but I just had a feeling. I was like, this is the one, and I think I made the right choice. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. I need to wash my hair and then relax, I guess.